The opening lines of the Tao Te Ching say, "The Tao that can be spoken of is not the eternal Tao, the name that can be named is not the eternal name." From the start, I'm invited into a paradox. Language can only point at something deeper, never capture it. Words, after all, carve reality into fragments, while Tao, whatever it is, slips right through the cracks. So, there are two levels here. First, the nameless, undivided, limitless, the formless root of everything. Then, the named, the world I know, full of objects, categories, and labels. Meditation on the nameless means dropping the urge to define and opening myself to a reality that no word can hold. Chapter 2 pivots to dualities. When people see beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When people see good as good, this in itself is not good. I see that opposites only exist in contrast. Beauty needs ugliness. Good needs bad. My judgments create the very traps I fall into. To align with Tao, I learn to see both sides, the poles, as expressions of a single underlying unity. In practice, I can watch my own likes and dislikes arise. Each preference casts a shadow. Chapter 3 warns about desire. Not exalting the talented prevents envy. Not collecting treasures prevents theft. Not seeing desirable objects prevents the heart from being disturbed. Wu Wei, non-action. Here means not forcing outcomes through craving or ambition. Letting go of striving for status or possessions, I find my mind quieter and my relationships more peaceful. Too much value on rare things breeds envy and rivalry. Ancient China knew this. Less showiness, less infighting. In daily life, I practice contentment. I notice how advertising stirs up longing, and I watch the restlessness that follows. Chapter 4 brings the image of emptiness. The Tao is like a well-used but never used up, like the eternal void filled with infinite possibilities. The Tao is a vessel that never fills, a resource that never runs dry. Emptiness here isn't nothingness, it's potential. I can learn from this by cultivating an empty mind. Just sitting in silence, letting thoughts come and go, I discover a quiet source of creativity and resilience. Finally, Chapter 5, Heaven and Earth are not humane. They treat all things as straw dogs. Nature isn't out to reward or punish me, it moves with impartiality, unmoved by my hopes or complaints. In old rituals, straw dogs were revered, then discarded, a reminder not to cling to objects, even spiritual ones. Reflecting on this, I accept the passing of all things. I let go, even of my achievements, learning to rest in the wider flow. Together, these 5 chapters invite me to see beyond the limits of language, to stop dividing the world into good and bad, to let go of endless wanting, to embrace emptiness as inexhaustible, and to rest in the impartiality of nature. As I meditate on these ideas, by watching my words, my judgments, my cravings, and my attachments, I begin to embody the ungraspable Tao. This is just the beginning. The journey continues.